here's a fun new game.
Go to a search engine, any search engine.
Google, Bing, maybe not Bing, or YouTube, and search up top 10 Harry Potter theories. Then choose one of the articles or videos that comes up, and the chances are that every single one of these theories is terrible. But you know, don't take my word for it. Let me show you. How are you doing? Okay, so I picked the first video that comes up when you search it onto YouTube, and it's a video by WatchMojo UK. And you guys gotta keep in mind, these are the top 10 Harry Potter theories. According to WatchMojo UK, these are the best Harry Potter theories. So let's give this video a watch and see which theories they recommend.
Number 10, Harry Potter imagined the whole thing.
Oh, starting with a bang! I hate these theories so much, they're just the worst theories.
A young boy constantly isolated and mistreated by his aunt and uncle. Why wouldn't he create a fantasy world of friends and adventures he was never allowed to have?
Okay, the main piece of evidence is why wouldn't he? That's actually the main piece of evidence. I honestly thought it was going to be harder than this. But if you have done as little as read the first chapter from the first book, or even watched the first scene from the first movie, you know this theory can't be true. Because the Wizarding World is shown to exist before Harry is even living with the Dursleys. And now Fantastic Beasts exists as well. I don't know why we're still talking about this theory.
Number 9, George Weasley is Willy Wonka.
Okay, this has got potential.
Although there's no evidence...
That is literally the first line of this theory. You can't make this stuff up. The first line of this theory is, although there is no evidence.
And it's primarily fueled by the fact that George uses a time turner to travel to a different era and create a new life for himself.
Well, all the time turners were destroyed in the Order of the Phoenix, so... I don't know where he'd have got a time turner from. Like, yeah, they both have an interest in sweets. But are you really telling me George Weasley, the character we've grown to know and love, would let a kid nearly drown and go up a massive tube to who knows where?
The suspense is terrible.
Turn a girl into a giant blueberry. Let another girl go down a garbage chute into a furnace.
Where did it lead to? To the furnace.
And shrink a kid. Permanently. Personally, I just don't think it suits his character at all. Also, just to readdress this, where would he have got a time turner from? They were all destroyed!
Number 8, Ginny won Harry over with the love potion.
Oh, we've got a romantic one, yes!
It's no secret that many Potter fans were unhappy with the Harry and Ginny love story, with many feeling that it came out of nowhere.
I personally didn't care about the Harry-Ginny love story. I really didn't think it was that important to the plot, but yeah, go on. Oh wait, never mind, that's the only piece of evidence. Ginny has been interested in Harry since, well, the Chamber of Secrets. But I can hear where the theory is coming from. It wasn't Ginny liking Harry that came out of nowhere, it was Harry liking Ginny. Except that's not the case either, because when Harry sees Ginny and Dean kissing, this is his reaction. It was as though something large and scaly erupted into life in Harry's stomach, clawing at his insides. Hot blood seemed to flood his brain so that all thought was extinguished, replaced by a savage urge to jinx Dean into a jelly. So yeah, their relationship was totally out the blue. And I think that theory marks this video as free for free. I'm on 4.
Number 7, Harry is immortal, with Sybil Trelawney's prophecy stating that either must die at the hand of the other, for neither can live while the other survives.
This theory is stupid. A prophecy doesn't make you immortal. Harry didn't create Horcruxes, he didn't own the Philosopher's Stone, he had no means of becoming immortal. And just because a prophecy implies he has to die at the hands of Voldemort, which he did, it doesn't mean he can't die. Like, the prophecy also says neither can live while the other survives, and they were both alive at the same time for like 3 years. So no, Harry isn't immortal. Don't take the prophecy so literally.
Number 6, Dumbledore is death.
Oh, the classic. I don't like this theory. It's one of these metaphorical theories, and I just don't like them.
Believed to be representative of Dumbledore, death is instrumental in the demise of 2 of the brothers, aka Voldemort and Snape.
It's used of the word representative. Dumbledore isn't actually death. Dumbledore is representing death. I don't like theories like this because it doesn't change the way you see the story.
Not convinced? Well, J.K. Rowling has actually said that this theory is one of her favourites.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling may have said this is one of her favourite theories, so I can't really debunk it. It doesn't change the story. You know what? You can have this point, WatchMojo UK. I'm 4 for 5, and this theory isn't even very good, but you can have the point.
Number 5, Horcruxes are created via cannibalism.
Okay, it's going to be hard for me to criticise this one, because technically I've made a video on this myself. But I've also said in that video that cannibalism doesn't work, because we actually have an example of one of the people he killed to create a Horcrux, being his dad, who he used to turn the ring into one. And according to the description of Tom Riddle Sr.'s dead body, it hadn't been tampered with at all. The Riddles all appeared to be in perfect health, apart from the fact they were dead. So no, cannibalism is not the solution, and let that be a lesson for life too, because it isn't the solution.
And I'm sure we can agree, something like that is hardly uncharacteristic of the Dark Lord.
They make the cannibalism theory, and they don't even use the best point for it, being that Voldemort's followers are called Death Eaters. I can't believe that.
Number 4, the Dursleys are horrible because Harry is a Horcrux.
Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Except for the fact it doesn't make any sense. If that was the case, why wouldn't it affect Ron and Hermione and everyone else who meets Harry? Imagine how hard Harry's life would be if everyone was affected by the Horcrux inside of him.
One theory, however, suggests that Harry is actually the author of his own pain, as him being a Horcrux is the thing that actually makes the Dursleys so mean.
Yet again, this theory can be debunked from the first chapter of the first book, where it shows Vernon Dursley to be a horrible person before Harry has even been left on his doorstep.
Number 3, Draco Malfoy is a werewolf.
Okay, this one is actually a decent theory. There's actually quite a bit of evidence for this one. However, I can shut it down with one tweet. I've never seen that one before. Draco definitely isn't a werewolf. J.K. Rowling said it wasn't true. I don't need to debunk it. And that makes it 7 for 8 of these theories debunked.
Number 2, Ron Weasley is a time-traveling Dumbledore.
Yes, my favourite Harry Potter theory. Ron is a time-travelling Dumbledore. I love this theory so much.
You see Ron's bravery in the famed chess game where he plays both a knight and king when protecting Harry, are reminiscent of Dumbledore's role in the war against dark magic.
I don't need to hear any more, I'm sold.
Plus, they both share a love for sweets, particularly Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
What more is there to say? They both like sweets.
Not convinced? Dumbledore used to have red hair. Spooky, right?
That is spooky. Okay, obviously this theory is absolutely terrible. In my opinion, it is the worst Harry Potter theory. And I've actually got a full video debunking it, if you want to see that. If not, we're going on to the honourable mention. And trust me, these theories you might need to sit down for, because Professor McGonagall is a Death Eater. What? Firstly, she isn't. She literally led Hogwarts in the fight against Voldemort in the end. I don't even need to see any evidence for this. I know this is wrong. I don't even want to see another one of these honourable mentions. Let's just get on to number 1.
Number 1, Muggles defeated wizards in a war years ago.
Okay, haven't heard this one before. Interesting concept. Sell it to me.
One theory suggests that Muggles defeated wizards in a war many years earlier, forcing witches and wizards to hide away and ultimately play by their rules.
Okay, that's your first point. I feel like that was implied. I feel like that was the basis of the theory. Okay, bring on the second point.
A big deterrent for this theory comes at the end of the Goblet of Fire, where the Ministry of Magic declares to the Prime Minister that they are bringing a dragon into the country.
If you've read The Half-Blood Prince, the first chapter is dedicated to the Minister of Magic meeting the Prime Minister. He has to keep the Muggle Prime Minister, like, in the know. And that was the final point of the entire video. That was the selling point. I can't say I'm sold on this, if that's all the evidence. Also, I feel like it would have been mentioned in the books if there was a war between wizards and muggles years ago. Like, they do have history lessons. That theory, that's a no from me. Which means I got 9 out of 10. I wanted to get 10, but you can't disprove a metaphorical theory, can you? Thanks for watching, and if you guys think you can do better, make sure to try this out for yourselves. I know this video was a little different, but make sure to leave a like. I tried something different last month, and it was actually my most liked video last month. So if you could get this video to be the most liked video this month, that would be really cool. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go check out that video I was just talking about and subscribe to this channel. Check out my other social medias here and in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.